What's up, my friends? How's it going? Welcome to the Clueless live stream, where we talk about the Clueless magic product, and also I am clueless in that I scheduled this stream for an hour later than it was actually going to happen, and I just noticed when I got back. So there's probably a bunch of people who are going to show up like an hour later and be like, "Bro, how am I late? How am I late for this? I showed up on time." That's on me. That's on me. What are you gonna do? Mistakes happen, right? So check it out. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. We got the Ravnica box that we're gonna do once we get everything up and running here. So first things first, let's share the live stream link, and then we will do our hellos and talk about this clue silliness. Okay, so that's good. Perfect. Now we just switch the chat to the view where it shows me everything, and we can say our hellos. What up? Stand and Fight, Gossett, Error, Joe, Millmaster, Jess, Jojo, Shelton, Blightsteel, Dragon Raider, Felonious T, Yamagoro, Captain DB, Hand, Hopkins, Zircon, Mountain Jam, Nate DeVoe, Tom D, Kim, Juglum, Beasley, Plaid. Did I get everybody? Nah, I didn't. There's one right there. Doomblade. Pete, Ned, Potts. All right. I've said hello to everybody. Hello to all of you. Hello to any assembled lurkers. There's one piece of rice. One random piece of rice stuck to my shirt. I guess I'll just save that for later. Juggling, you mocking me? Sorry I missed the live stream yesterday. Happy 65K. It's only 56, man. It's only 56. If you were like, this is like if you were like, congratulations on your 12-inch monster dong. And I have to be like, it's only 11 inches. And you're like, oh, still congratulations. That's great. It's like, do you see what you just did, bro? Do you see this circumcisional statement that you've made now that has, frankly, it's ruined the night for me. Everything is ruined. Laughing kind of spoiled that, didn't it? Whatever. No, my heart is broken. I'm sad. Just because you transpose the numbers. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Coding Monkey, did you miss the clue set opening already? Yes. Yes, you did. It's already completely opened, and it's been thrown into the wood chipper. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? No, we haven't opened it yet. We haven't opened it yet. Pete says he didn't even know the product was a thing. But yeah, there's cards that you wanted if you're not buying at that price. That, I think, is something a lot of people would say about it. Yeah, there's some cards in there I wouldn't mind having, but not at the price point that they want. Jess, yes, I will summarize your statement by saying you're correct. I am different from other people, and we all do different things. Some people don't do either. So, how's that make you feel? Some streams, they don't bother reading off all the names at the beginning or at the end. Everybody... Something. Lights flickering in here, man. Demons. You guys see that? It's going down. It's going down. They're trying to stop me. They're trying to stop me from talking about the clue stuff, man. So you know what? We should just take a look at it now. There's no point in waiting. Who knows if the power is gonna go out or whatever. So This is the Fat Chunk Boy box. It's a little too tall for my camera setup, right? So we're going to be looking at the individual components of it. Let's pop on in. Oh, it's like a fatter fat pack box. I like that. I do like the Chunk Boy box, right? I do like the Fat Chunk Boy box. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Us is Hatch is my friend because we both know what it's like to have people be jealous of us. We both know people is jealouses. All right, what do we got in here? A whole bunch of stuff. So we've got this is a bunch of insert stuff here. What is it? Oh, there's the Shockland box topper. You got a little suspect pad here. And then you get, these are the, what are these, the screens? I don't really need to have all four out, do I? So this is like, you know how when you play D&D, you have your own little privacy shield for rolling dice as the DM? Everyone gets their own little hidden area. So you got those four dividers, right? You've got this pack. Actually, what am I doing? Why am I piling that on? We haven't even looked at all the stuff I already pulled out. I'm pulling out all the non-magic card stuff first. Okay, so there's these as well. These random little inserts. I don't know if they're dividers or whatever. I'm sure there's a list somewhere of the stuff that's in here. And then this is more card stuff. Okay, so what is this? Confidential. You open it up, it's just a little slot. Like, it's just a little mouth. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know, maybe these are supposed to go in there. Yeah, it looks like these fit inside. Right? They got the same shape and everything. So I presume that's something to do with it. Oh, Doomblade Super Chat says, happy 50K. How's the LGS doing with this new Markov set? Are they even going to order more stuff if the prices are just going to skyrocket? Honestly, aren't people printing more? It's confusing. Wait. Bro, I don't know 100%. Hold on, let me put you on the board here. It's taking a second to parse out exactly what you're asking because I think I misinterpreted it first. But yeah, our shop's even going to buy more stuff if the price is just going to keep cranking. That is the question. That is the question. I don't know what's going to happen with each individual LGS, but I can tell you that with the LGS that I frequent, this set has been nightmarishly bad to the point where they wanted to return a bunch of stuff to the distributor, which is not the norm for them. They did it with some Commander Masters before, but they wanted to return it to the distributor, and the distributor is like, no, we're not taking that. They took like a week to tell them to be like, no, we're not doing it. So they gave them the runaround, I suppose, or just were silent about it, thinking about it. Maybe, who knows? Because it ain't an easy choice for them either, right? So they normally would charge like 15% of the cost of the merchandise to take it back. But in this case, they just wouldn't take it back. So the store now has all their Markov Manor stuff marked down below what they paid to get it. So every box they're selling, they're taking a loss on. And this Clue box that we're opening is because he was like, I just stopped by and said, what's up? And he's like, literally nobody's got any of these Clue boxes. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but do you want to open one up like for your channel? And I said, yeah, let's go for it. Let's try it out. And then I told him about how people kept getting the same guild packs and stuff. So yeah, he's got like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of Markov Manor that he's stuck with when other releases, you know, sold through reasonably well. So I don't know exactly. I don't know how as a game store owner you balance out how much you buy of any given set and how much money you can have tied up in all that. But you know what? On that note, if anybody wants to say thanks for us having the ability to open this up and help the game store out, you can send money to the game store's PayPal. It will be considered store credit for me. I can get some stuff from the store, and they end up getting some support as well, which he needs right now considering he's losing on every box, right? And then, I mean, I just opened this, so this is something that he can't sell as well. So that link is in the description if you want to go ahead and hook up the store. But cheers to Phoenix Rising, the LGS I go to, buddy. All right, so we got, is this the instructions? Is that what this is? Ah, it's a big foldout. Okay. All right, so on one side, we've got the cast of characters, okay? So we've got Emissary Green from the Celestia Conclave. Guided by a mysterious world spirit, the Conclave seeks to bring nature and the city into balance. And then, wait, does the other side... Okay, so there's just 6 guilds that are represented? You got Headliner Scarlet. She doesn't look too bad, eh? She looks like she's out of it. So you got Mastermind Plum. You got Commander Mustard. Senator Peacock. Oh, what's she hiding under her robe? And then Apothecary White, who just looks like a bitch. And, membership message from Mr. Juppel says, the first thing that comes to mind when someone mentions Clue is the hot maid from the film. I've only seen the Clue film once. I don't remember the maid. Does somebody track dog shit into the house in that movie? Is that what I remember most distinctly about the Clue movie? Is somebody like, I don't know, maybe that's not what happened. Okay, so this says, my esteemed colleague, you're hereby invited to my humble home for an evening of dinner and conversation, a meeting of the minds on the future of guild unity. Bring only an open heart, a sympathetic ear, and an empty stomach, and don't be late. And that's from Guild Mage Bodhi. Bodhi's bringing you some dinner. Okay, and on the other side, oh no! Guild Mage Bodhi lies slain in his manor. Not Bodhi. We were supposed to go and shred some gnar. Bodhi. Okay. Guild Mage Bodhi lies slain in his manor. One of his 6 invited guests is responsible. As a detective with the Ravnican Agency of Magicological Investigations, you've been tasked with identifying the manner of his demise. Either crack the case before your rival sleuths or end their investigations permanently. James P. with the membership message saying, help Perp to get all the MTG from his LGS. Clear it all out. Clear every box of it out. Just walk out with a big sack over my shoulder. Okay, so objective of the game. In Ravnica Clue, players compete in a free-for-all multiplayer Magic game with 2 paths to victory. Gather evidence when your creatures deal combat damage, then use those clues to guess the evidence cards in the case file envelope. If your guesses are correct, you win. Stumped? You can also win if you're the last sleuth standing. The game is designed for 3 to 4 players. It's I guess a commander game, but works well for 2 players. Really? In 2-player game, can I deduce who did it? I accuse you. J'accuse. Like, there's only one other person. Okay. So, you use them with your own Magic decks in games of up to 5 players. It's designed for 3 or 4, works well for 2, can go up to 5. That's what it's saying. Setup. Open 2 of the Ravnica Clue boosters. So you'd open 2 of these guys, right? And then you open the Clue booster, which is that thing, I think. Oh, they got a little, what the heck? Kind of weird, like it looks like a deck box with a flap that opens up. And it says suspects, weapons, and rooms. I guess it's to store the cards afterwards. Yeah, all right. That's fine. So, I like how the content, it says Shockland box topper, asterisk, not used for Clue gameplay. It's like, we were terrified nobody would get this. So we're like, yeah, we'll give you a box topper. Error's using his membership message to call out Clayton. I'm not scared of you. We all know Thunder Junction will be a great set. Poor Error has significant brain damage. Significant. Okay. So, how does it work here? Open the clue booster, separate the 21 evidence cards into 3 piles. Suspects, weapons, and rooms, as indicated on the evidence notepad. All right, and so at the top, you've got the different suspects. Here you've got the different weapons. Now, they didn't keep the gun in this because wizards are a bunch of pussies, and they'll put it in Fallout and everything else, but for some reason, not in Clue. I don't get it, but whatever. And then you got the different rooms. Okay? So you got the notepad for that. You got the 21 evidence cards separated into different piles. Shuffle the piles, place them face down. Note, cards found in the Clue booster aren't meant to be used on the battlefield with those from Ravnica Clue Edition boosters. You can play them in other Magic decks. So these aren't meant to be used as Magic cards in this. These are just evidence cards you can use as Magic cards. All right? Place the top card from each of the 3 piles into the case file envelope. I guess that would be this guy right here. You do it face down so no player can see the evidence cards inside. Then reveal the top 2 cards of the room pile and set them aside. Shuffle the remaining cards together. Deal them out face down to each player. Keep the evidence separate from your library and hidden from the other players. Hand on your writing utensil and sheet from the notepad to everybody so you can record the stuff. Look at your evidence cards in the 2 revealed rooms and mark them on your sheet. Keep this information hidden. After all players do so, you're ready to play. So it's multiplayer Magic with these additional rules. You and all other players start the game with 30 life. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you must make a suggestion. Say, I suggest the crime was committed by so-and-so with the thing in the place. That player then secretly shows you one of the evidence cards from your suggestion if they have one. If you have more than one card, they choose which to show you. So they can just lie and say they don't have it. But anyways, if they have one of the cards you mentioned, they have to show it to you. If your creatures deal combat damage to multiple players at the same time and you make a suggestion, the player closest to your left that was dealt damage shows you an evidence card from your suggestion if possible. If they can't, then the next player to the left that was dealt damage must attempt to show you a card. And so on, continuing clockwise and around the table until a player shows you a card or all players that were dealt damage have attempted to show one. At the beginning of your end step, if you hadn't made a suggestion, you may exile cards with total mana value 6 or 6 mana value greater from your graveyard to do so. If you do so, follow the rules above as if you had dealt combat damage to each other player at the same time. There's more. Suggestion and evidence tips. If you don't know what evidence to include in your suggestion, you can find the names of all suspects' weapons and rooms on your evidence notepad. Mark any evidence cards you're shown on your own sheet. Some players may find it helpful to mark the initials of the player who showed them the card. Use your hidden info screen to hide what you know from other players. Did they say you can play up to 5 players and they just put in 4 screens? Okay. Whenever you show an evidence card to another player, you create a treasure token. A treasure token, okay, just tell you what a treasure token is. If you lose the game, reveal your evidence cards. Think you know who done it? At the beginning of your end step, after any suggestions have been made, you can make an accusation to solve the murder. Say, I accuse so-and-so of murdering Guildmage Bodhi with the thing in the place. Then check the case file. Oh, hold on. It's so epic and thrilling that my throat's dried up. Then check the case file envelope without letting other players see the evidence cards inside. You can only make 1 accusation per game, so be careful. If you named all 3 evidence cards inside the case file envelope correctly, reveal them. You win the game. If your accusation was wrong, put the cards back in the envelope and keep them hidden from the other players. You can't make suggestions or accusations for the rest of the game, but you must still respond to any from other players. Don't lose hope. Even though you can't solve the murder, you can still win the game by reducing life totals of other players to 0. This is a very weird and unwieldy alternate way to play. And I mean, I guess it's more effort than they normally put into selling Jumpstart packs, but it's like, bro, why didn't you make a clue that was actually Magic the Gathering themed? Why did you make this weird? Every day says, is this fun yet? Thoth says, too complicated, would rather just play Plane Chase. J'accuse, you had a wrench and you smacked my mama in the face with it in the disco. Show me your evidence cards. Now I'm going to make an accusation. I suggest that you chug my dick, Derek. I didn't do nothing with the wrench. How about that? How about that? Okay, so let's move on to the card portion now that we've sat through that. Clayton says, I'm using my message to call out Error for requesting Jugglum's cancellation. No one's scared of you either, Error. Type F for Error and plump the buns. I'm going to put you two in the closet, and you guys are going to play 7 minutes of Getting Along by Kissing. All right? I'm going to put you guys in the kissing closet if you don't stop it. I'm going to make you guys wear the Get Along pants. You know, them big pants where you both are wearing just those pants together? That's how it's going to be. So get along or wear the Get Along pants. So we got our fat clue packs. And then well, you know what? Let's look at the evidence stuff first, right? Let's look at the evidence. Teferi, you got 4 of the same Dimir packs in what? You got one of these boxes and got 4 Dimir in the same one? I haven't heard of somebody getting more than 3. Oh, Millmaster says, I accuse Wizards of the Coast of killing Magic with carelessness in 2024. Oh, you are judged to be correct. You win the game, Millmaster. Pack up your stuff and leave. The rest of us are going to continue to play. Okay. So, we got a wrench. We got the wrench. These are the cards that already exist. Like, this is stuff that's already in the set, right? We already have a wrench in the main set. And we have the candlestick in the main set of Ravnica. Not Ravnica, good lord. Karloff Manor. The lead pipe. The knife. The rope. This rope actually looks nicer than the rope on the actual Magic card. And now we got the rooms. You got the ballroom. Enters the battlefield, taps, gives you white or black. 4 and tap it to investigate. So you got the ballroom. They're all investigate lands. Billiard room. Conservatory. Dining room. And the hall. And the kitchen. And the library. And the lounge. And the secret passage. And the study. So you got them across all 5 colors, right? And then you got the actual unique new cards that were created specifically for this in terms of something more interesting than there. And that is the 5 or 6. I guess it's 6 different characters. So you got Apothecary White, which it's a weird name. 1 white and 3/3/4 vigilance. Whenever you attack, you make a food token for each player being attacked. 1 white and tap. Tap X untapped foods you control. Create X1 1 white human creature tokens. That's pretty funky, actually, as an ability. That is pretty funky. She still looks like a bitch. Senator Peacock is a 3/4 for 5. Artifacts you control are clues in addition to their other types. Pay 2 to sack them. And whenever you sack a clue, target creature can't be blocked this turn. Alright. Mastermind Plum, 3 mana 2/2. Whenever he attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If an artifact card was exiled this way, make a treasure token. Whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, draw a card and lose a life. That's okay. That's not too bad. Headliner Scarlet is 4 mana 3/3 with haste. When she enters the battlefield, creatures target player controls can't block this turn. The beginning upkeep, exile top card of your library face down. You can look at it and play it. That's not too bad at all. That's not too bad at all. Emissary Green, 5 mana 3/3. Whenever he attacks, starting with you, each player votes for profit or security. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to twice the number of profit votes. Put a number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, equal the number of security votes. Wow, okay. All right. That seems okay. And then we got Commander Mustard. Put him on your hot dog. 5 mana, 5/5 vigilance. Other soldiers you control have vigilance, trample, and haste. And 4 mana until end of turn, soldiers you control gain. Whenever this creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to the defending player. Wow, bro. That feels really satisfying. That feels really, really satisfying for like a soldier deck. And he looks great. That one's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. P, do you like how the picture of them shows them being dual colored, yet the cards are monocolored? Don't think too much about it, bro. This is just a gussied up way to try and sell jumpstart packs to people with a Shockland backup as a bribe. So we'll save that for the end. Let's see what guild packs we got. Well, Thoth, yeah, bro, I can understand why you like him. He's awesome, bro. For soldier decks, Mustard seems pretty dope. So we got the Cult of Rakdos first. We got the Cult of Rakdos. The packs are hard to rip. You're right, Fair. You got 4 of the same one. That's wild. Watch me get like 8 different ones, and I'll be the anomaly. You never know. I do have some pretty good luck. Sometimes. All right. We got Simic. So far, we got 3 different ones. Look at that face. What's up? Who wants to go to the kissing booth? Okay, pop that over there for a second. Oh, that's right. Never mind. I got a little trash can here. Put this stuff away on the go. All right, that's good. So, next up. Oh, forget what I said, guys. Of course, I'm gonna get hosed. We got the Is It League. All right. Oh, man. Oh, gross. Two doubles already? Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, then we got the Orzhov. And the final one, there's 10 different guilds. There's 10 different guilds. They only put 8 packs in each box to try and get you to chase the different guilds. And yeah, people are reporting getting 3 different copies. And 4 in this case, too, of the same guild, which is absolutely wild. In this case, the most we got is dubs. And there are 2 of each guild pack. So theoretically, we might not have gotten doubled ups. So I guess let's take a look. I do actually like the colorful cover cards for these. I do like that. But yeah, these are gussied up jumpstart packs. Let's take a look at what's in the Rakdos one first. Okay, Cult of Rakdos has got just a bunch of underwhelming randomness, eh? Wow, yeah, this really is full on jumpstart, bro. Like this is a whole bunch of yikes. All right, what's this? Frenzied Gore Spawn. 5 mana, 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, goad target creature that player controls. Whenever more one of creatures attacks one of your opponents, those creatures gain menace. That's all right. So you got that. You got a Spawn of Mayhem as a rare, and then you've got a handful of swamps. So it's basically a bunch of junk, and then this. This is like 100%. This is 100% jumpstart. Like that's underwhelming. Let's see if any of the other packs are exciting. I expect that they won't be, but that's what we're here to do, right? We're here to take a look at this Clueless super expensive product where, what is the justification for the price of this here? It's like, we want you to buy 8 jumpstart packs at once, and we've stapled a weird Clue tie on where it's like, you're just using this to advertise Clue too. So this is the Orzhov Syndicate. The regular stuff is... Oh, I do like Angel Vitality. It's not too bad. But yeah, absolutely, totally following the normal line to jumpstartness. And it's just a bunch of reprints too, right? With maybe the rare stuff being new. Council's Judgment's not new. That's a reprint. So you get what? One new card and one reprint? Is that the deal? 4 mana, 4/4 with Extort. The beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 or more life this turn, investigate. Yeah, that definitely feels like a Jumpstart rare. It's got that Jumpstart rare disappointment level vibe. Okay, so it's the Plains. That one's whatever, too. Gruul's up next. Kebby, how bad is the return value? There is like none, bro. There is none. Also, I want to say it's hilarious that when I stopped by and I said anybody can take anybody's profile picture and make whatever name they want. That's true. That's true. So what would make you think that it was me based on that? That was literally just logic. That was literally just logical. I mean, you were right that it was me, but it didn't make sense. It needs to make sense. All right. So yeah, this is like just there's not going to be any like value in here, man. Like unless that Council's Judgment's worth a bit of something, but just being printed in this fixed set will change that as well. Bum, 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 bum. But you know, it's all about wanting to play Clue, isn't it? Isn't that what you're all about? All right, we got a Herald of Ilharg as the rare. This guy's 4 mana, 3/3 trample. Whenever you cast a creature spell, to put 2+1/+1s on him. And if the spell had mana 5 or greater, then he deals damage equal to the number of counters on each opponent. And Clan Defiance. Whoop-de-doo. Good lord. Terrible. What a rip, son. What a rip-off this is. These are, like, for real, man, for real. I thought, like, calling them Jumpstart packs, I thought, is that being a little, like, ungenerous with the terminology? But nope, these are 120% just Jumpstart packs. Jumpstart packs. They want you to buy, like, 3 or 4 boxes to get all the different ones. And then you get stuck with all the evidence and other crap, man. Yeah, Magoro Council's Judgment was like $3 and you bought it? Yeah, I thought when I saw it, it wasn't worth nothing. Every day, I don't know how much it is in other places, but in Canada, it's like $100, bro. It's like $100, yo. All right, so this is the first Azorius pack, because there's 2 of them, right? Yep. This is the first one. Oh, that's some actually really cool artwork. That's fun. The little portal mage, like, ha ha ha, you're not getting my head, bro. Okay. We got Lavinia Foil to Conspiracy. 3 mana, 2/3 Vigilance. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, investigate. Tap to add 2, activate only during an opponent's turn. Okay, whatevs. Supreme Verdict. That's okay. That's an alright card. And then some planes. Okay, so we got a second Azorius one. Let's take a look at what's in this one. He says, imagine if Monopoly contents were random and you had to go buy 2 more boxes to get stuff you needed. I can hear Hasbro breathing heavily off in the distance, bro. Okay, so we got the other Azorius one. So at least he's not getting 2 copies of the same one, even though there is definitely some overlap. All right, the rare is Suppressor Skyguard. 4 mana, 2/4 flyer. Whenever a player attacks you, if that player has another opponent who isn't being attacked, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you this combat. That seems really annoying for Commander. That's funny. That's funny. And then Lavinia of the 10th. Wobbity wobbity goo. So it's a different pack, but at least that one rare is a little bit fun. Then we got the Is it any good? I don't know. But I'm guessing the answer is no. It's a big fat no. Okay. Just a bunch of random crap. He's like, you play with 30 life. That way you're alive a little longer to try and accuse each other and make suggestions. All right. Resonance Technician. 5 mana, 4/4 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you can discard a card. If you do, investigate twice. Tap it. Tap X untapped artifacts you control. Copy target artifact or sorcery you control with mana value X. You may choose new targets for the copy. Ugh. And a stunt double. It's a clone with flash. That's about the most reaction you're going to get out of me on this stuff, man. Absolutely. It's pretty underwhelming. All right, the first one of the two Simics giving me some trouble. It's got some fighting. All right, Simic Combine. Here we go. Let's see if we get the two of the different ones. These just scream. They scream Jumpstart. All right, we got Lawness, the genetics expert. 3 mana, 1/2 with Evolve. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on it, investigate that many times. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. That's all right if you want to mess around with clues. And then Hydroid Krasis. Yo, that's a solid card. I mean, they reprinted it as a rare, and they've kind of downgraded it to a degree a little bit, haven't they? But that's a really solid card, actually, compared to some of the other decks. So, Hydroid Krasis, I'll give that the thumbs up. And let's take a look at this one as well. All right, the Simic number 2. It looks like it's a different one. So it looks like we got 2 different guild packs, but the ones that we got weren't duplicates that way. So we didn't get as hosed as you could. That's all right. Oh, look at that artwork, man. That's wild, bro. The psychic eye emblazoned on that tiger's head. All right, we got an unruly Krasis this time. We got the card guy here. 3 mana, 4/4 trample. Whenever he attacks, you can have the base power and toughness of another target creature you control become XX, where X is this guy's power. Wow, what? And it's got adapt for 3? This is like all upside and goodness, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. And then a Master Biomancer. Well, I guess as far as the packs go, it seems like the Simic ones, out of everything we opened, the Simic are the most exciting, right? And that leaves the final mystery of the box topper. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right, we got a foil hallowed fountain. Very shiny. It also is obviously, as usual, curled straight out the pack. Because these things get scuffed so easy, I'm just going to go ahead and slide that into a sleeve so that when I take it back to the game store to give him his stuff, it's still in good shape. So yeah, this is, I mean, honestly, it's a pretty sweet looking land. Let's be real. It looks pretty dope. It looks pretty dope. And wait a minute, is this a hot tub? What the hell's going on here? Who's chilling in the hot tub? Wizards and their hot tubs. It's my hollowed fountain Clue hot tub. All right. Is it supposed to be like the bathroom and is one of the rooms or something? That's funny. Well, that is that's the contents. That's the contents of the Clue box. And as far as I'm concerned, this is a Clueless product. It's not going to make fans of Clue happy in most cases, right? And it's just a muddled mess of, here's a bunch of Jumpstart packs. So It's not like it's going to be a super hype Magic experience. Who is this for? Is this supposed to be like a board game equivalent? Because it seems like they want to have it all. We're going to make like a board game box you can buy for a game night kind of Clue thing. But also we want you to chase after the Magic cards because we included what's it called? Like full art fetches and all this, not full art fetches, but the special fetches. Not fetches, shocks. Everything's getting all muddled up. I do like the box. I do like the box, and there are a few cards in here that I enjoy, but overall, the product is just not worth it, man. Not worth it. Coding Monkey says, thanks for opening it. Now I'm convinced not to buy it. Well, good. I'm glad that the opening served a purpose, man. The the game store owner got a bunch of them. Guy who owns the LGS. I don't know how many. If maybe he got I'm hoping he only got a handful. I doubt he got more than like 6 to 8 of them. But I don't think anybody's gonna want this product, dude. Like, not at that price point, at least. He's probably gonna have to fire sale it too, right? Because the distributor's not going to take it back. Blightsteel, the guy at the LGS, was honest with you and immediately told you it's basically Jumpstart. Yeah, buddy at the LGS I go to doesn't ever... I never see him trying to present products like, oh, these are better than they are. He'll just tell you what it is, man. Same deal. Same deal. Kebby, you feel bad for people that bought the product? Yeah. The stores that bought the product are in a rough spot. They're in a rough spot. Jaga blames it's a hot garbage pizza. I wasn't waiting for this pizza. What up, Ryan? How you doing? Felonious T, you got 2 and sold them to the same guy. There are going to be people who want it, but there's not going to be a lot of people who want it because it's a weird product at an unpalatable price. So at $100 for the box, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. At least Bloomborough looks good. Yep, I'm looking forward to Bloomborough. It's got a vibe that I'm looking forward to. Far North, your local store is trying to do events with them. That's one way to do it. You got to find a way, right? I don't know, man. I can't imagine going from like bringing in Magic as a product that you could reliably sell and turning around going, how do I find ways to get rid of this? How do I find ways to get out from under this? Yeah, that's right, Coding Monkey. Magic's expensive in Canada, and it is. It's $100, which is why I would never buy this for an opening or whatever. That would not happen. But Buddy runs the LGS. Is cool. He lets me open stuff, and I just drop it. I just drop it back when I'm done opening it. Everybody wins. Well, I mean, he doesn't win because now he's stuck with an opened garbage product. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Ape, yeah, you know what? You're right. There's a lot of better things like that you can spend your money on. You can get some more enjoyable things rather than giving your money to somebody who's clearly high. You can be yourself that using the cash. Broccoli, you'd pay $40 for a game night with friends once. If the price point was more reasonable, yeah. I mean, they did game night box sets that were meant for 5 people to sit down, and they included 5 decks that you could play. And it was like $25-$30, something like that, right? Canadian, maybe 35. It wasn't that expensive. And now you've got this high on crack stuff where they're like, well, what if we just took some cards we already had kicking around and like from the set and shoved them in here and then just made like a game? And it's like, okay. It makes Magic stupid. How much is Modern Horizons 3 collectors in Canadian? I don't know for sure, but I expect that a collector box of that will probably be in the range of $700 to $800 based on import fees and exchange rates. So It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, man. I like. It's nuts. Ryan, did I ever finish my brother's war set? It's mostly completed. So no. The answer is no. I have not yet. I have not yet, but close. Executioner, your first box, the Shockland was missing, and it was shipped like that. The second replacement you got, what's also missing, you got hosed twice on your Shockland, which is the most desirable part of the entire box. Bro, that's brutal. That's brutal. Was that somebody like repacking it, or was it like literally just because it could be either, right? It could be them messing up or somebody else skeezing. So yeah, this is a ridiculous product, man. The price point is insane. The whole thing is just, it's bananas. It's bananas. But everything Wizards is doing now is bananas, it feels like. The prices are crazy. Like, bro, I expect if Thunder Junction doesn't have a price increase on the boosters, I expect Bloomborough to. Like, I literally expect every Magic product that's coming along now to have a price increase tacked onto it. That's just how it feels. A box of random cards or a PS5. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That box of those collector boosters is more than it would cost to get the GoPro and all the gear to go with it that I've been dreaming of. And that would be what I would buy way before I would buy a collector box of Modern Horizons 3. Modern Commander Horizons 3. Just a bizarre, overpriced product, man. We're in a weird Magic timeline right now. But yeah, you can legit you can buy like a gaming console. You could buy yourself like a computer, whatever, for that price. Wizards is out of their minds. They're out of their minds coming out and being like, we can't make modern decks, guys. We can't do it at a price point you guys would accept. Then make it at a price point we could accept. No. Why? You greedy, greedy pieces of garbage. Like, how insane is that to be like, we can't make them at a price point you would accept? Yes, you can. You can print whatever you want. What up, Drewby? How you doing? Jojo, yeah, expecting any value to carry over. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, man. Anything that did, they're just going to instantly reprint in something else now, anyhow. It's very clear that they've signaled. It's just slash and grab, slash and grab. It's nutty. It's nutty. All right, well, intermission moment, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. I'll be right back. Yeah, I thought I could hear you singing. I thought I could hear you singing. Getting down with it. I couldn't tell what it was. It was just like quiet or whatever. Yeah, not even. Yeah, you were like belting it out. That'd be funny. All right. Oh, publish, close. go. So yeah, man, this glue thing is a flop. There'll be very particular people who love it, I guess, or at least like it, but otherwise, it's just, are you willing to pay like $10 a pack for Jumpstart plus a land? What up, Wes? How you doing, bro? Oops. I left out these little pieces. Definitely don't want to leave pieces out of the box. I'm sure Buddy at the LGS would just be devastated. He'd be like, well, how am I supposed to play this? Nice of them to let me open it. Terrible product, though. Terrible. I feel like there might have been something I want to bring up. I'm trying to remember what it was. Well, whatever it is, it's not going to come to mind right now, so no point in worrying about it. Wizards of the Coast, like, pulling crap like this, bro. I liked a bunch of this. Normally, I'm a huge fan of Wizards' side product boxes, like Arch Enemy, Plane Chase, even that, like, Explorers of Ixalan one where they had the flip over tiles. I like it when Wizards goes outside the box and gives you a game you can play with Magic, and you feel like you're getting a bunch of Magic plus an add-on, and it feels like you're getting good value for it, right? Like, you would get way more from them for the same price point in the past. This Clue stuff feels crappy and like really jammed in, where like, we got to make the games into like 30 life and like multiplayer, because it's got to be slow enough that you can go, I suggest this. You got to show me your evidence cards. I don't care for it. I don't care for that part. I think it's too fiddly. James B says, get your elk shirts from Burbs Merch. That's right. Limited time elk shirt action. It'll be gone when Thunder Junction, by the time Thunder Junction rolls out, those elk shirts will be gone. It's a funny throwback, man. Teferi, you want to... Well, I mean, you actually got it, didn't you? Don't you want to play with it? Did you just get it to get hosed and get 4 of the same pack? Man, oh man. Yeah, this Markov Manor stuff is crap. The original set, the actual set, this stuff that's slapped onto it, it's all lazy garbage, bro. It's all lazy garbage. It's terrible. Terrible. So expensive and nothing to justify the price. Wizards just wants to see if they can get more money. The guy who was in charge of Wizards of the Coast is now in charge of Hasbro, and he doesn't care about Wizards of the Coast. He just sees it as a means to make himself some money. So what are you gonna do? It's like if you worked at a company that made like clothespins or whatever, and there was these clothespin fanatics who are like, the quality of your clothespins is substandard and I'm really unhappy with it. And you're like, okay, I can make those people happy, or I can have $10 million. What am I going to choose? Screw those clothespin people. That's how that's how all that works. What other board games does Hasbro own that they're going to do? Who knows, man? You got Battleship. That's an easy one. Battleship. I mean, Monopoly. Hasbro has a bunch of games. Not a lot of them are like relevant with the kids these days, though. That's one of Hasbro's big problems. 90 says it's an aboxination. James P. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever see it at the dollar store the way that you did with the Magic board game. That did not do well, and you could find that at liquidation stuff. I doubt it will get to that level, but you never know. The fact that it's got a Shockland in it makes it feel like it wouldn't get to that level. Captain DB says my Magic Historian deck box showed up yesterday. Everyone go get one. Yeah, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that they're starting to arrive. Alex says Candyland. There you go. They already did a bunch of random sweets in Throne of Eldraine, so why not? Juglum, are there chocolate chip maple cookies? I've never had one. That sounds like a terrible combination. Boy, maple does go into a bunch of stuff. I do currently have a maple syrup and wild blueberry lollipop. So there's that, right? Kebby is Hatcher streams for archive streams from this channel. It's for all my streams, wherever I stream. Historian, Hatcher, it's just called Hatcher streams because I'm Hatcher, not because the channel's called Hatcher. And I know there's a bunch of confusingness that goes into it, honestly, because also my thumbnails for the different channels are similar. So it's all just a big old mishmash. What are you going to do? It's not like I'm a professional. Ryan S. Super Chat says you should do a Magic Historian shirt or other merch that's serialized, but they're all 100 and 150 and the logo's misprinted. That's a funny idea, buddy. I like that. That's good. Also, I like that you're the new Lord of the Board, son. Colin, Yahtzee with Magic Spin Downs. There you go. You can go and pitch that to Wizards. Cam, you turned your back on Magic for a few months and it's insane. Oh yeah. Yep. Welcome back to the craziest timeline, son. Everything is fucking wild now. Like you have no idea. We're going to Thunderbutt Junction next. But after that it's gonna be Bloomborough good times. They're going to have slice of life sets and sitcom secret layers. Oh, totally could. That totally could happen. So yeah, man, Hasbro's failing business is crushing Magic and causing them to make these ill-fated, awful products that you don't see Wizards spending much time talking about. Like, we don't have time for our Clue edition, whatever. We're already doing spoilers for 15 more sets. Ah, let's go! Like, Brent, yep, you're right. If they had ensured that people got different packs, actually, I think go up to 10. You're being greedy with your jumpstart packs anyways. There's a bunch of crap in it. It's a bunch of garbage because you're like, no secondary market value in that. The value is that you get to play a cool Clue game that we put a ton of effort into and isn't like lazy garbage at all. I suggest that you cram the wrench up your butt in my bathroom. Okay. We're playing Clue Magic now. Show me your evidence. I'm going to show you my dick. So yeah, this is just... It's so greedy and random and crappy all at once. You just go, come on, man. Why's Magic gotta be so messed up right now? Why's it gotta be Hosebag Central? You know what I mean? I don't like it. I don't want it. I just want to have a good time. Yep, Craig, Bloomborough is the thing to look forward to, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. Brett, I don't consider the 10 instead of 8 instead of 10 shrinkflation. I consider it, there's 10 guilds. You want to have the complete set, you got to buy 2. So that to me is a whole extra level of intentionally turning each Clue edition box into its own bigger booster. That's what it is to me, you know? Shrinkflation is just like, we're going to sell you a few less boosters for the same price or whatever. This is different beast. Different beast. Yeah, reluctant. I feel ya. The price of magic is completely disconnected from reality at this point. When did Wizards decide to go mask off and start talking that they couldn't make modern decks due to secondary market prices? Well, like, I don't know. Last year and a half? Like, even Rosewater started talking crazy when the play boosters came out, and he was talking about how, well, the rare distribution in it equals you still getting the same rare per dollar value ratio for your packs. And it's like, he never used to be cracking out that kind of stuff, but now they're all just, the secondary market finance stuff has bled so far into the company, that it just feels natural to talk that way. It's wild. When's the Fast and Furious set? When's the next movie? Right? Right? Brent, oh yeah, yep. There are. I know there's the 20 different packs because we got multiple variants. I was talking about that. This pack, in terms of the 8 that we got, didn't actually get. We got 2 of the same guild twice, but each of those 2 guild packs were at least different guilds. So we didn't. Not different guilds, but like a different variation of that guild. So the 2 Simics were the 2 versions, right? And so was the other one that we got 2 of, whatever it was. So there's that at the very least. But that doesn't change the nature of the product. It doesn't change how boring the Clue concept is. All of it is just no good. What up, Cramden? I'm doing all right, buddy. Why didn't they go for Dune with this new movie? Because they were terrified of the popcorn containers. The ones, the weird Dune 2 popcorn containers that look really, really suspicious. But admittedly, it makes you want one. I'm like, I wonder if those are available at theaters here. I kind of would go and see the Dune movie just to get one of those stupid popcorn containers. To fair, yeah, the box that I got would be considered a good Clue box. I figured that's about the size of it myself, but like good from the perspective of how bad the other boxes are, not like a good product. What up, Jester? How's it going, buddy? So yeah, Wizards is they're grasping at whatever, man. They're just slopping everything out there they can, trying to gather up some cash. Did I hear about the in-universe stuff? Yep, talked about that in my video today over on The Historian, actually. So that one's been covered. Covered that today. Yep. Video's doing just fine. 90, yeah, you never know, right? The popcorn buckets, man. Wild looking. Absolutely wild looking. Oh, all right, my friends. Well, I've got some things to take care of. I've got some business to attend to. So I wanted to open that Clue box and have a chat with you guys about it afterwards. But for now, I got to be out of here. So we will get back together soon. This live stream will be put up on the archive so you can watch it at your leisure later. It'll be out like, I don't know, 12 hours from now, something like that. And other than that, put a new video on The Historian. Go check it out. Have a good night, my friends. Safe travels.